All right. How y'all doing this morning? How's everybody doing? Thank you once again. Thank you this morning. I appreciate it. Listen, let me do a little headphones. Do I look better with the headphones or without? I don't really know. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'm starting a little bit late this morning. I had a few things to take care of for biometrics. Shout out to the biometrics team. Shout out to Rudy, Mika, Nicole, Lindsay, the whole team. I couldn't do it without you guys. I really appreciate you. And shout out to my kids, Yvonne, my daughter Katie, and my son Kai. I love you guys as well. How's everybody doing today? You know, I wanted to do a neurofeedback session, but I'm not going to have enough time. I got to head out to Beverly Hills. I've got some things to do today. Shout out to Abu Bakar in Pakistan, the Chief Technology Officer of Biometrics, working on the apps, the Labor Dia app, which I show you commercials about every day, as well as the Job Site Route app. I don't think I talk enough about Job Site Route, but you guys should definitely download and install and enjoy it on your phone. Well, as you know, I ran in the last Los Angeles Marathon. I ran in the 40th annual LA Marathon, 40 years running, right? 1986 to 2025. And I intend to run, I'm training to run in the next marathon in March, on the 8th of March. So come out and give me some support. I really appreciate it. I really do. As a matter of fact, come out and give me some real support, some cheers and stuff, right? That's what I really need to know. Anyway, you know, I'm not going to do my neurofeedback session. Maybe this afternoon. I might do it this afternoon. Yesterday, I showed you guys how to train the motor cortex in the somatosensory band, which are great for preparing for athletic events, right? Preparing yourself. Let me see. What do we have here? Motor cortex. How about that? Yeah, right? I was talking about the motor cortex and the somatosensory band. Remember, right? On the brain. And that brings us from neurofeedback for helping people with conditions. Well, let me back up. What got me into neurofeedback? As you know, my dear son, Kai, was diagnosed on the autism spectrum when he was 2 years old. And after trying every autism therapy in the book, I came across neurofeedback as being one of the most effective, and in my personal opinion, and hyperbaric oxygen therapy. As a result, I changed my life for my son. I changed the course of my life, and I changed the course of my career, right? And that's what we're talking about today, careers, in order to help my son. And I'm glad for that, because it gave me the opportunity to help many other children. I want to give a shout out to the people who have called me. I think you guys are in Columbus, Ohio, to help them with their child and his behavioral issues. Thank you. I really appreciate you calling, and it made me think a lot. About what I'm about to discuss right now, about my career or my vocation, okay? Because I'm getting a little long in the tooth. I'm 60 years old right now, and thank you. Yes, I look wonderful for my age, and I really appreciate it. And I'm trying to help everyone look wonderful for their age and to feel wonderful. It really is about how you feel. But that's because I started off with therapeutic neurofeedback, therapeutic, just doing therapies to help my child and many other children overcome the conditions known as being on the autism spectrum. And then I ended up helping a lot of veterans to get better after coming back from combat zones with post-traumatic stress disorder. And I helped a lot of regular normies like us, regular people, to deal with anxiety, stress, and depression, insomnia, bruxism. A lot of conditions can be addressed with neurofeedback. Then I studied biomagnetic pair therapy and learned how to heal the body with magnets. And that kind of got me into the whole, I guess you could say, mystery area, or the mysterious areas, or the mystery area of holistic health, where it's a little bit magic. It seems like a little bit magic, and you can go beyond just helping people overcome conditions into living a higher quality of life, doing the therapies on yourself. I discovered the peak performance protocol, being able to induce the flow state or get into the zone at will. And these are the things that led me to feel so good, to feel so physically good that you actually feel guilty about it. I discovered bentonite clay. I discovered zeolite. I discovered haritaki. I discovered binaural beats, and through binaural beats I discovered the gateway process, where you are able to induce an out-of-body state at will. Yes, this is real. This is called remote viewing, and remote viewing is actually something that can be learned. It's something that you can train your body to do, you can train your mind to do, you can train yourself to accomplish. And I like these things. I like these mysterious, kind of magical types of therapies, and I like to explore such things. You know, you get into the flat earth, you get into a lot of things when you surround yourself with people in this realm. But yes, exactly. But what I want to talk about now is a little bit different, okay? Because I've had a lot of people call me and ask me for help and thank me. And when I was running the Biometrics Health Center, not only was I able to recover my son from autism, I was also able to give him the example of entrepreneurship and of helping people. I'm trying to raise my children. I try to raise my children to have a high level of self-esteem, because I have a high level of self-esteem, obviously. And self-esteem, as understood by Ayn Rand, who I agree with on most things, not everything, is comprised of the twin towers of self-efficacy and self-worth. Self-efficacy says, I can, I am capable of earning a good life for myself. And self-worth, right? Self-worth says that I deserve, right? I deserve the best life that I can give to myself. Oh, sorry about that. I be clicking and not even realizing what I'm clicking. Sorry about that. I was trying to actually give you guys this angle right here so I can talk into the camera, but I think I need to adjust this camera a little bit so that it's kind of pointing more at my face. And since it's a low angle, it's and you know what I gotta also do is turn off the, yeah, exactly, I gotta turn off the sound for these cameras. Anyway, self-esteem. I was talking about self-esteem being the combination of self-efficacy and self-worth, right? And self-efficacy says I can, and self-worth says I deserve, right? I deserve. You deserve the best life that you can. Now, how do you get to that feeling of self-worth? Well, if you have a religion, if you have religious upbringing, then you have a blueprint, right? To follow the commandments and to be a good person. I don't know what each person's religion is, but it gives you a place to start. One of my places to start and to give my son the example of self-worth, of high self-worth, is healing. I like healing people. I like helping people. I know how it feels to suffer, and I know how it feels to need help, and I like to be there for people when they need me. My career and my business, Biometrics, here's one of my business cards, not the best one, but Healthcare Technology Solutions, BioMedRx Incorporated. I incorporated it in 1996. I've been doing this for quite a while. The primary focus of Biometrics is healthcare technology management, right? And this means biomedical equipment maintenance, installation, deinstallation, repair, calibration, preventative maintenance, and electrical safety inspection of medical devices, all modalities of medical imaging, laboratory, and even dental equipment, right? Everything you find in the medical environment, I know how to maintain and how to repair, how to take it apart and put it back together with less parts and make it run better. That's only a joke. Oh, laugh when you say that, right? But you do get a lot of self-worth, a great amount of a warm feeling in your heart when you're able to maintain the equipment that helps doctors to save lives, that help doctors and nurses to maintain health in people. It is very satisfying. It's also materially satisfying. It's a good career, and if you're just now breaking into the field, it's a good job. It's a good job to have. I highly recommend any young people who are, kind of wondering what they want to do in life, to become a BMET, a biomedical equipment maintenance technician. You can learn how to become a biomedical equipment maintenance technician at the Biometrics Institute here in Southern California, but that's another story for another day. Studying neurofeedback and setting out to help my son gave me an opportunity to expand Biometrics, right? So from Biometrics as a company, I expanded into opening up the Biometrics Health Center, at which I did cranial electrotherapy stimulation, neurofeedback, biomagnetic pair therapy. I'm going to be getting into pulse electromagnetic field therapy as well as hyperbaric oxygen therapy in the next iteration of the Biometrics Health Center. When I find a new location, and I'm kind of deciding between a few locations that I'm looking at right now here in Southern California. Excuse me. This has given me an opportunity to really think about career paths. That and the fact that I'm launching mobile apps, right? I'm getting into mobile apps. Because some people are looking for a job, and it's great when you're at the position, the state in your life where you have a relatively low amount of responsibility and you have a job. You have a very simple life. You have a job to do. You got one job to do, and you do it, right? Or maybe two jobs, right? Depending on who you are. If you really, really take your job seriously, then it can become a career. In other words, while working in biomedical equipment maintenance, I moved on from being a military biomedical equipment maintenance technician, where I learned in the United States Air Force. Okay, thank you. Shout out to you people in the military. Shout out to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms. I really applaud you and thank you for your service. Let's get a shout out, a cheer for my people in the military. Thank you for your service. I really appreciate that. Everyone does. When I think back on my military career, I have very fond memories I was stationed in Spain. I was stationed at Torrejon Air Base in Spain, and I had a wonderful time. I was there from '84 to '88. It was a really good period in my life. I'll always consider Spain home, right? In many ways. And the Spanish people are wonderful. They really are. So back to what I was saying. I bounced from the military to working for hospitals, to working for independent service organizations, to working as a field service representative for medical device manufacturers. At this point, I realized this is a career. This is a career, right? It's not only a job. So you transition from being just good enough to keep your job or good at your job to becoming a person who's generally interested in the subject. So I started buying books and reading on different biomedical technologies. I started buying engineering books, not only books designed for maintenance, but also for designing and creating and building medical devices. I have a few ideas that I'm putting into the works right now. Shout out to Dave out in Canoga Park. You know who I'm talking about. And we're going to be developing a few things. I'm not going to name what it is that Biometrics is going to be coming out with soon, but there are going to be some innovative ideas, and there are going to be medical devices that have existed in the past. And I'll say one, the Rife machine, and other devices that hopefully will help move us into a human state of being and help solve problems that we're facing right now. And we're going to do the 1-2 punch of reintroducing the technologies while applying artificial intelligence, right? Which is going to bring it to a whole. Now, that is how a job becomes a career, okay? Of course, with my love for my son, when he was struck with autism, I expanded my career. I extended my career to not only biomedical equipment maintenance, but I used my experience in electroencephalograph technology, right? EEG technology, to study neurofeedback at the EEG Institute, which used to be in Woodland Hills, to help my son. I had very selfish motives, I guess. Well, it really is selfish but unselfish, because it's my son, right? But it's not me, it's him, right? But I was able to help my son, and that gave rise to the Biometrics Health Center, which really opened and expanded my heart, because I met a lot of other parents who were in the same boat, right? It's a terrible thing to find out that you have a child who is neurodivergent or has been struck with difficulty, a difficulty in life, such as autism. So I understand, and I'm glad that I was able to be there for parents who were in the same situation. And once again, I was very, very happy to be able to give this example to my son on healing people and extracting a profound sense of self-worth from being a healer. So that, dare I say, was the beginning of a vocation. Where was my first experience with a vocation? When I was a kid, I attended both public and Catholic school. At one time, I was at St. Paul the Apostle, which is a school in New Orleans. Shout out to all my friends and family, and shout out to the Sisters of the Holy Family at St. Paul. The Sisters of the Holy Family educated my mother at St. Mary's High School, which is right across the street from St. Paul, and they educated me, and I really, really appreciate it. And next door to St. Paul High School was a retirement home, which is also maintained by the Sisters of the Holy Family. Now, among retirement homes, there is an organization, and I really should have researched this, but I didn't. I'm sorry. But there is an organization that examines old folks' homes or retirement homes across the country. And they give out two flags for the best and the second best. And I think the best is a white flag with a gray E for excellence on it. And the second best is a gray flag with the white letter E for excellence. Throughout my time at St. Paul, throughout my time in association with the Sisters of the Holy Family, they always had at least one of those flags hanging out in front of their facility. In other words, they either won first or second place all the time. They took excellent care of the retired people, of the seniors that lived in this facility. They provided an excellent education for the young ladies in New Orleans who attended St. Mary's High School, my mother included. And they provided an excellent education to myself and to all of my very best friends in New Orleans who attended St. Paul the Apostle with me. You know, I could go on and give a shout out to Kathy Green, Wayne Woods, Kerwin Lewis. Man, I don't want to start because there are too many, and I don't want to hurt the feelings of those who I forget. All right, but I love you all, and I love the experience that we had. And being exposed to the nuns, being exposed to the Sisters of the Holy Family, gave me my introduction to vocation. Now, we have a lot of educators in our family. My brother, rest his soul, my older brother, was a school teacher and a school principal. And I believe my sister-in-law, my other brother's wife, was also in education as well. But even working in, and I'm sure you'll find this happens a lot, working in the public school system, they put their children in Catholic school because there is a difference between a job, a career, and a vocation, which is the topic, which is the subject of this conversation. All right? When you have a vocation is a way of life. It's a calling. It's not a job. You commit your entire life to your vocation. Holy orders, right? In the Catholic Church, we have 7 sacraments: baptism, Holy Communion, confession, matrimony, holy orders, right? Either one or the other, right? And extreme unction, or the last rites, the rites of the dead, rites of the dying. And we consider holy orders a vocation, not a vacation. It's anything but a vacation. It's a vocation. It's a life dedicated to God. It's a life dedicated to your mission as defined by your Creator. And no teacher who has a job is going to teach your children as well as a nun who has a vocation, or a priest. That's just not going to happen. After St. Paul, I attended St. Augustine High School. Shout out to all the people at St. Aug. Let's do definitely a clap and a shot for the Aug, for the Purple Knights. My father also attended St. Augustine High School, as did my brothers and myself for a while. And once again, you're dealing with priests. You're dealing with a much more intense education, because you're being taught by people who have a vocation to educate you. This is their vocation. All right? A vocation is the most honorable of the 3. Job, hey, you know what? You can have a poor salary and say, hey, you know what? They don't pay me enough to do this, right? They don't pay me enough to babysit these little badass kids, right? And a career, yeah, you can have a career, but sometimes people who think career, they tend to neglect other areas of their life, right? Like a person could be a career woman and feel as though it makes it okay to not be a good wife or a good mother to the kids. And the same thing for a man. A man could have a career and say, I'm career focused and career oriented, and totally neglect his wife, totally neglect his family, right? But a vocation is different. I'm going to say why. I'm going to get to why I'm saying all of this. I'm going to get to the gist of this conversation. Just bear with me, okay? Here's a little scratching y'all can do it right now. All right? After my brother passed away, my brother Aldine, I did a lot of reflecting, and kind of hit me hard. It hit me very hard because my brother and I grew up together. And my son is now 18, my youngest, and the whole autism treatment takes on a different meaning because he graduated with flying colors. He graduated from high school with flying colors. And so I went back to the money-making aspect of biometrics, which is biomedical equipment maintenance. Because you know, OG Red Dog is a gangster after all. And I like making that paper, okay? I like making that paper, I'll be honest with you. So biometrics is a career. But you know, a lot of people that were my clients approached me, and a lot of people talked to me, thanking me for helping them, thanking me for introducing them to things like dimethyl sulfoxide, DMSO, and biometric CBD. Okay, now this is a bottle of 10,000 milligram strength, okay? 10,000. I challenge you to find 10,000 milligram strength CBD anywhere that you buy it. But yes, that's and of course biometric supplements, and you're going to find out about all of that when I start giving messages from our sponsors, right? But I got a lot of heartfelt appreciation from my therapy clients. And it's been playing on me. It's been weighing on my heart a lot. Okay, I get phone calls, I get visits, I get people talking to me. I'm getting choked up just talking about it, with tears in their eyes and talking about how much I helped them. And here I am thinking, it's wonderful that I'm able to give this example to my son of helping people, of the benefits of just being a good person and just helping people. But when my son is no longer there, the clients are still there, and I'm still there. And even though the whole purpose for which I started the Biometrics Health Center is kind of a moot point because my son is older now, it's still very much a part of my life, and it's part of my life that I can't ignore. And I was taught in Catholic school that that constitutes a vocation. So even though I'm still, making that G money, right? I'm still making that gangster money. I am coming to terms with the fact that I actually have a vocation, and that vocation is helping people. And I appreciate that, because a vocation comes to you from God. And so that's kind of the point. That's the point behind this video, right? Sometimes you may find that you stumbled upon a vocation while you are looking for a job or even trying to create a career. And those things are very different from each other. I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Shanklin in the neighborhood where I grew up in New Orleans, Mr. Ed Shanklin. He was a lion of a man, okay, by every stretch of the word. Shout out to Eddie Jr. and Michael Shanklin. I hope you guys, and Barbara and Jenny, okay, all of you, I love you guys. I think you guys are still my Facebook friends, so hopefully you'll have a chance to see this. And any of my Pontchartrain Park family, make sure you tap the Shanklins on their shoulder and let them know that I'm giving props to their pops, okay? Props to Mr. Shanklin. And the reason I'm giving props to Mr. Shanklin is because Mr. Shanklin was a very important man in our neighborhood. He was our scout leader. He was our leader, okay, in the Boy Scouts. And he had sons that were older than me, both of them. But the younger, Michael, who's a chef right now. Shout out, Michael. I'm very proud of you. Being a chef is a very honored career, talking about careers, or even vocation among the Creole community of New Orleans. And but back to Mr. Shanklin. Mr. Shanklin sacrificed a lot of his time and money in leading us, teaching us, taking us out on camping trips, in the school bus at St. Gabriel. And one of the more remarkable things about Mr. Shanklin is that he kept doing it when his kids were too old to do it. And that's where I am right now, right? And realizing that it may not be for my kids, but the world still needs what I have to offer. And so therefore, it's not a career, it's not a job, it is a vocation. I just wanted to share that with you guys. And before I get too choked up, I think it might be time for a commercial.
Even superheroes and supermodels need a daily dose of nutrients to help make life more super. Biomed RX Supplements is making it easy to get exactly what you need. From kids to seniors, they've got something for everyone. Pretty cool, right? Check out their products at biomedrxsupplements.com.
So, understand the difference. That's all I wanted to say. Understand the difference between a job, a career, and a vocation. I'm gonna have to go to another commercial.
Gold label quality Biomed RX CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
Yes. Understand the difference, and when God taps you on the shoulder and grants you a vocation, take it. Another word from our sponsor.
Food trucks bring life to city streets and satisfy cravings wherever they go. But managing a food truck's route, staying connected with customers, and securing consistent parking can be a challenge. That's where JobSite Route comes in, the ultimate solution for food truck management. At JobSite Route, we've developed cutting-edge web and mobile apps that work together to optimize your food truck's journey. With the Food Truckers app, you get a GPS-enabled tool that maps out logical, efficient routes to construction job sites and recalculates as new locations are added or removed. But that's not all. The app empowers food trucks to receive pre-orders from both construction site patrons and regular street diners, process payments seamlessly, schedule estimated arrival times, and communicate directly with contractors, diners, and even other food trucks. For contractors, the JobSite Route app is a game changer. They can view the live GPS locations and route schedules of all food trucks, pre-order meals for their team, request specific arrival times to keep their crew well-fed and productive, With the web interface, contractors can easily manage their profiles, update payment information, and even organize catering events with food trucks. And for regular street diners, our civilian user platforms, StreetGrubber.com and CurbDiner.com, make food truck dining more convenient than ever. Users can discover food trucks on their route, pre-order meals for quick pickup, rate and review their favorite trucks, and connect with other foodies. The Food Trucker's web interface makes business management simple. Update your profile, menu items, prices, and pictures, all in one place. We keep it affordable and transparent. Contractors, $100 per job site per month. Food trucks, $100 per month plus 10% of pre-order sales. Civilians, $100 per month for adding custom
That's now
addresses to the
50
route.
bucks.
With job site route, everyone wins. Food trucks have continuous parking and steady sales. Contractors keep their teams fueled, and diners enjoy the best meals wherever they are. Join the revolution today. Visit us online and download the app to get started.
All right. That's pretty funny how the way that guy farted. Or maybe it was the old lady. I think it sounded like it was the old lady that farted. Anyway, you know, one of the things that I did find a challenge is that I only have two hands and I can only help one client at a time when it comes to doing direct holistic healthcare services. But I believe my overall vocation is being one of a problem solver, right? I like to find problems that people are suffering, be it a personal health problem or a problem in business or a problem in any other aspect of life, and provide solutions with the gifts that I've been given, provide solutions for those problems. And one of those solutions is the Job Site Route app. That's right. You know I'm going to go there. I just created this app, the app that you just saw the commercial about. Well, I'm in the process of refining it right now. But those of you who have Android can go on the Google Play Store and download the Job Site Route app. If you are a food truck owner, well, you already know because you just saw the commercial, right? You know, one of the more satisfying aspects of... One moment, please. As I was saying, one of the more satisfying and rewarding aspects of doing what I do in holistic health was the fact that I had a chance to meet Mr. Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory was one of my clients at the Biometrics Health Center during the last, I think, 3 or 4 years of his life. It was a pleasure meeting Dick Gregory. It was a pleasure working with Dick Gregory. And it was a pleasure being exposed to his great knowledge and wisdom. Okay, I will never forget Dick Gregory. And I want to give a heavenly shout out to Mr. Dick Gregory. And I came across a lot of other interesting people. But I'm an actor, right? I'm a SAG-AFTRA actor here in Hollywood. So I have rubbed elbows and bumped into different people at different parts of my life. But I am appreciative of that. My father, of course, was a carpenter, a contractor. And when he lived with me in the last 5 years of his life, we went through the effort of trying to find, because he was a retired carpenter, we tried to find handyman work for him. And in the process, I discovered a way to get the data of the building permits. And with that, I started Job Site Route. I also started another app called Labor Dia. And this is now available on Android, for Android and Apple phone. And it's a good resource for contractors. So in following and keeping with my vocation of providing solutions for people, of helping people, of which I will dedicate the rest of my life, I'd like you guys to watch another word from our sponsor, Labor Dia.
In the dynamic world of construction, where timelines are tight and projects demand agility, having reliable and efficient labor at your disposal is critical. Enter Labor Dia, the ultimate app for streamlining your workforce needs. This innovative platform revolutionizes the way contractors connect with skilled day laborers, saving time, reducing hassle, and enhancing productivity on your construction sites. Labor Dia empowers contractors by putting the control in their hands. With just a few taps, you can post the location of your construction site along with the rate you're offering for day labor. Laborers in your area will immediately see your job posting, complete with GPS indicators for easy navigation. This means no more waiting for days to find reliable workers. Labor Dia ensures you're matched with laborers who are ready and eager to work, whether that's right now or at the crack of dawn tomorrow. What sets Labor Dia apart is its seamless integration of technology to simplify your operations. The app's payment system, featuring PayPal and Zelle, eliminates the need for cumbersome cash transactions. Pay your workers directly and securely through the app, saving time and ensuring transparency. Plus, with Labor Dia's mutual rating system, you can build a network of trusted laborers. Rate workers based on their punctuality, skills, and professionalism, and gain valuable insights from laborers who rate your job postings and site conditions. This feedback loop fosters accountability and trust on both sides, creating a stronger and more reliable workforce ecosystem. Safety and compliance are at the forefront of Labor Dia's design. By offering tools for verifying worker profiles and guidance on labor laws, the app helps you maintain legal and ethical standards on every project. Additionally, features like geofencing ensure precise location tracking, so you know your team is where they need to be, when they need to be there. Labor Dia doesn't just make your job easier, it helps you run your business smarter. Use the app to track payment history, analyze labor costs, and optimize your hiring strategy based on real-time demand insights. Whether you're managing a small renovation or overseeing a large-scale development, Labor Dia provides the flexibility to scale your workforce up or down with ease. In today's competitive construction industry, staying ahead means embracing tools that simplify and enhance your operations. Labor Dia is not just an app, it's a strategic partner that empowers you to focus on what you do best: building. Don't let labor shortages or inefficiencies slow you down. Join Labor Dia today and experience a smarter, faster, and more reliable way to manage your workforce. With Labor Dia, the future of construction staffing is in your hands.
You caught me indulging on my own supply. But who could resist delicious strawberry peach flavored biometric CBD, right? 10,000 milligram strength CBD. I mean, hey, okay? If you're gonna take CBD, try to find you some 10,000 milligram strength. If you can't, buy it from Biometrics.
Gold label quality Biomed RX CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate free, gluten free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
All right, yes. How about that? Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the money. Hey, if anybody wants to send me some more money, send it to Cash App, $, BiomedRx, BIOMED, capital R, lowercase x, right? And I really appreciate it. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the compliments. And I definitely appreciate the money. Thank you so much. Now, Labor Dia. Back to the Labor Dia app, right? We were talking about Labor Dia. Labor Dia is not only beneficial for contractors, obviously, it's also beneficial for laborers. Okay, my ride is here, so I'm going to show you guys another commercial for Labor Dia. And I'm going to have to cut this video.
Imagine a world where finding your next job is as easy as opening an app on your phone. Labor Dia is here to make that vision a reality, connecting hard-working day laborers like you with construction contractors who need reliable workers. Whether you're looking for work today or planning ahead for tomorrow, Labor Dia gives you the tools to take control of your schedule and secure steady opportunities. With Labor Dia, there's no more waiting at street corners or relying on word of mouth. Instead, you'll have instant access to job opportunities right in your area. Contractors post the location of their job sites along with the rate they're offering, and you can RSVP to the jobs that fit your skills and schedule. The app's GPS integration ensures you can easily find the job site, so you'll always know exactly where to go. One of the best parts of Labor Dia is its commitment to fairness and transparency. All job postings clearly display the pay rate, so you know upfront what you're earning. The app's built-in payment system, integrated with PayPal and Zelle, makes getting paid simple and secure. No more waiting for checks or dealing with cash. Your money goes directly into your account. Labor Dia also empowers you to build your reputation as a skilled and dependable worker. Contractors can rate your performance, helping you stand out and get chosen for more jobs. But it doesn't stop there. You can also rate contractors, ensuring they provide a safe and fair working environment. This mutual rating system helps create trust and accountability on both sides, making Labor Dia a community where quality work is rewarded. Beyond connecting you with jobs, Labor Dia is designed to support you in your career. Use the app to keep track of your work history and payments, making it easier to manage your finances and plan your future. And because Labor Dia is accessible on your smartphone, you can find and secure jobs anytime, anywhere, right from the palm of your hand. Labor Dia is more than just an app. It's your partner in success. We understand the challenges day laborers face, and we're here to make your work life easier, more predictable, and more rewarding. Join Labor Dia today and take the first step toward a brighter, more secure future. The opportunities are out there, and with Labor Dia, they're right at your fingertips.
All right. Y para mi gente que habla el español, mi hijo incluido, tengo que enseñarle el comercial para Labor Dia en español.
Imagina un mundo donde encontrar tu próximo trabajo sea tan fácil como abrir una aplicación en tu teléfono. Labor Dia está aquí para hacer esa visión una realidad, conectando a trabajadores jornaleros como tú con contratistas de construcción que necesitan empleados confiables. Ya sea que estés buscando trabajo hoy o planeando para mañana, Labor Dia te da las herramientas para tomar el control de tu horario y asegurar oportunidades constantes. Con Labor Dia, no tienes que esperar más en esquinas o depender de recomendaciones de boca en boca. En su lugar, tendrás acceso instantáneo a oportunidades de trabajo en tu área. Los contratistas publican la ubicación de sus sitios de trabajo junto con la tarifa que ofrecen, y puedes confirmar tu asistencia a los trabajos que se ajusten a tus habilidades y horario. La integración GPS de la aplicación asegura que puedas encontrar el lugar de trabajo fácilmente, para que siempre sepas exactamente dónde ir. Una de las mejores cosas de Labor Dia es su compromiso con la equidad y la transparencia. Todas las ofertas de trabajo muestran claramente la tarifa de pago, para que sepas desde el principio cuánto ganarás. El sistema de pago integrado en la aplicación, compatible con PayPal y Zelle, hace que recibir tu dinero sea simple y seguro. Olvídate de esperar cheques o de lidiar con efectivo. Tu dinero va directamente a tu cuenta. Labor Dia también te da la oportunidad de construir tu reputación como un trabajador hábil y confiable. Los contratistas pueden calificar tu desempeño, ayudándote a destacar y a ser seleccionado para más trabajos. Pero no solo eso. Tú también puedes calificar a los contratistas, asegurándote de que proporcionen un entorno de trabajo seguro y justo. Este sistema de calificaciones mutuas ayuda a crear confianza y responsabilidad en ambos lados, haciendo de Labor Día una comunidad donde se recompensa el trabajo de calidad. Más allá de conectarte con trabajos, Labor Día está diseñado para apoyarte en tu carrera. Usa la aplicación para llevar un registro de tu historial laboral y tus pagos, lo que facilita manejar tus finanzas y planificar tu futuro. Y porque Labor Día está disponible en tu teléfono inteligente, puedes encontrar y asegurar trabajos en cualquier momento y en cualquier lugar, directamente desde la palma de tu mano. Labor Día es más que una aplicación, es tu aliado para el éxito. Entendemos los desafíos que enfrentan los jornaleros y estamos aquí para hacer que tu vida laboral sea más fácil, predecible y gratificante. Únete a Labor Día hoy y da el primer paso hacia un futuro más brillante y seguro. Las oportunidades están allí afuera y con Labor Día están al alcance de tu mano.
All right. Well, I gotta run. I literally do have to run. Rudy is here, and we're gonna head down to Beverly Hills. And speaking of running, I want you guys to come and see me the next Los Angeles Marathon on the 8th of March, coming up in 2026. I will be there, and until that time, I want everyone to stay kind. If you're not kind, then get kind, right? Stay kind, stay blessed, and stay healthy, because I love you. And I will see you on the next video.